The 5 reasons why Leo is the most vain sign. Chapter 1. The Awakening of the King. Stop everything you're doing, because in 30 minutes, you're going to discover the darkest and most powerful secret of the Zodiac. A secret that Leos don't want you to know. And that might explain why you feel inevitably attracted to or completely intimidated by them. Have you ever noticed how a Leo can dominate an entire room without saying a word? How they seem to carry an invisible crown that shines brighter than the sun itself? Today we're going to shatter the illusion. We're diving into the 5 hidden reasons that make Leo the most dangerously vain sign of the Zodiac. And I promise, the 5th reason will leave you speechless. It will reveal the spiritual connection between vanity and immortality that no one dares to speak about. But beware, after this video, you'll never look at a Leo the same way again. And maybe you'll never look at yourself the same way either. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a throne made of liquid fire and celestial gold suspended among the stars. On it sits not just any king, but a being marked by the power of the star that governs our existence, the sun. This being carries in their cosmic DNA something that fascinates and terrifies at the same time. A brightness that can elevate you to the heights or blind you forever. Have you ever wondered why in the presence of a Leo you feel simultaneously inferior and magnetized? The answer lies in the depths of leonine vanity, a vanity that is not human, but divine, a vanity that echoes from times when humans worshipped the sun as a god. Leo, the sign of eternal spectacle, of the roar that silences crowds, of presence that transforms ordinary spaces into royal palaces. But behind this golden mask of power and absolute confidence, there's a secret that will make you question everything you thought you knew about vanity, ego, and power. Maybe you think leonine vanity is futility, obsession with likes and superficial admiration. But you are completely wrong. The truth is much older, more spiritual, and infinitely more dangerous. Now, the moment of the first revelation has arrived. Prepare your mind for a truth that will shake your beliefs about power, ego, and cosmic destiny. Have you ever stopped to think why, among all the planets and stars in the universe, the sun chose Leo as its earthly reflection? It wasn't chance. It was cosmic destiny. The first reason why Leo is the most vain sign isn't in their personality. It's literally engraved in the DNA of the universe. First reason revealed. Leo was born to shine because the sun is their destiny. Listen to this carefully. 4.6 billion years ago, when the sun became the gravitational center of our system, it didn't just organize the planets. It chose a sign to be its avatar on Earth. That sign was Leo. The sun isn't just a star, it's the beating heart of existence. Without it, there would be no life, no light, nothing. And Leo carries this cosmic responsibility in every cell of their being. That's why when a Leo enters a room, everyone feels it. They feel the solar presence radiating invisible power. It's not arrogance, it's pure astronomy. Imagine for a moment, the sun never apologizes for shining. It doesn't hide behind clouds out of humility. It simply is. And just as the sun doesn't ask permission to rise every day, Leos radiate presence without apologizing. This is the invisible crown that never leaves Leo's head, a crown forged in the very center of our galaxy, made of stellar fire and divine power. Do you want to know why many Leos always seem to be on a stage, even when they're just in an ordinary room? Because for them, every room is a stage. Every moment is an opportunity to honor the solar light they carry within. It's not human vanity. It's cosmic vanity. It's the universe expressing itself through human form. Now I want to ask you a direct question. Do you know any Leo who can enter an environment and automatically all heads turn, even when they're not doing anything special? Comment below, sharing your experience, because I bet you've witnessed this solar phenomenon in action. And if you are a Leo watching this, comment Sun, so I know you're feeling this cosmic connection pulsing in your chest right now. because the energy you're feeling now is just the beginning of the complete truth. But this first reason is just the surface of the golden iceberg, because there's something even deeper and more disturbing about leonine vanity, something that connects directly with humanity's most ancient myths. In the second reason, I'll reveal why the mirror isn't just glass to a Leo, but a dimensional portal, a portal that connects the leonine soul with forces that most people can't even imagine exist. And when you discover the truth about Narcissus, about reflection, and about what really happens when a Leo looks in the mirror, you'll understand that Leo's vanity isn't about physical appearance. It's about cosmic identity. The question that won't go away is, do you have the courage to discover what hides behind the golden reflection? Because what comes next will shake truths you might not be ready to face. Are you ready to dive into a truth that will make you question the very nature of reality itself? Because what I'm about to reveal isn't just about astrology. It's about ancestral magic. It's about dimensional portals, disguised as common objects. It's about the power hidden behind reflection. Prepare yourself, because the second reason why Leo is the most vain sign will connect you to myths older than civilization itself. And by the end of this revelation, you'll never look at a mirror the same way again. Second reason revealed. Now listen to this truth that will give you chills. Leonine vanity isn't just about physical appearance. It's about the mystical way they construct their cosmic identity. The mirror for a Leo represents much more than glass and reflection. It's an oracle that confirms their divine majesty, the curse and blessing of Narcissus. Do you know the story of Narcissus? A young man of supernatural beauty who fell in love with his own reflection in the water and died contemplating his image. But here's the secret. No one tells. Narcissus wasn't just a vain mortal. He was a cosmic Leo. And his story isn't about destructive vanity. It's about the hypnotic power that Leos exercise over themselves and others through reflection. But unlike Narcissus, who got lost in the reflection, the modern Leo uses the mirror as fuel. Each time they look in the mirror, they're not just seeing appearance. They're recharging their solar energy, confirming their connection to divinity. The mirror as dimensional portal. Do you want to know a deep secret? For a Leo, the mirror functions as a portal between two dimensions, the earthly dimension where they live and the solar dimension from where they came. It's not just about expensive clothes or aesthetic beauty. It's about the energetic image that others reflect back to them. If this image doesn't correspond to the majesty they feel inside, they can be wounded in places of the soul they don't even know exist. The truth about validation. The reflection a Leo seeks isn't physical, it's spiritual. They want to see in others' eyes, in society's mirror, confirmation that their solar light is shining correctly, that their cosmic mission is being fulfilled. Now I need to know. Comment below. Have you noticed how Leos have a special relationship with cameras and mirrors? How they seem to instinctively know the best angles? If you are a Leo, tell me, when you look in the mirror, do you feel something beyond the physical reflection? Do you feel an energy, a confirmation, a connection to something greater? And if you know Leos, have you noticed how they can transform any selfie into a work of art? Comment reflection if you've witnessed this leonine magic in action. But if you thought Leo's connection to mirrors was intense, prepare yourself for the third reason, which will blow your mind, because there's a place where leonine vanity reaches cosmic proportions, a place that is simultaneously paradise and prison for every Leo. I'm talking about the stage, but not just any stage. I'm talking about the universal stage where every Leo lives 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the third reason, I'll reveal how Leo can't survive in the dark, how they need the spotlight not to feed the ego, but to feed their very soul. And when you discover the truth about the leonine stage, about invisible applause, and about what happens when the lights go out, you'll understand that Leo's vanity isn't a choice. It's spiritual destiny. The question is, are you ready to discover what happens when a solar god needs to live in a world of mortal silence? The curtains are opening. Now you will witness the third truth, the most spectacular, and at the same time the most tragic of all. Because there's a place where every Leo lives from the moment they're born until the moment they leave this world. A place that isn't physical, but dimensional. A place where vanity transforms into survival necessity. Do you believe Leos choose to be the center of attention? You are completely wrong. They don't choose, they are condemned to it. Condemned by cosmic forces beyond common human comprehension. Welcome to Leo's eternal stage. Third reason revealed. Leo doesn't survive in the dark. They need the spotlight to feed their very soul. Now prepare for a revelation that will shatter everything you thought you knew about performance and authenticity. The universal stage. Every Leo is born on an invisible stage, no matter where they are. In a work meeting, at a birthday party, buying bread at the bakery. They are always performing, but not out of ego, out of spiritual survival. Do you know what happens to a plant when it stays in the dark? It withers and dies. The same happens to the leonine soul when it doesn't receive the spotlights of attention and recognition. The curse of eternal performance. But here's the haunting side of this third reason. Leos are prisoners of their own brightness. They can't simply turn off the need to impress, to shine, to be memorable. While other signs can go unnoticed and feel comfortable in invisibility, for a Leo this is equivalent to spiritual death, the secret of invisible applause. Do you want to know a deep secret? Every Leo hears applause that others can't hear. Applause from the cosmos, from the very solar light that rules them. Each achievement, each recognition, each moment of brilliance. These are applause from the universe, confirming they're fulfilling their solar mission. That's why success for a Leo isn't just personal, it's cosmic. The tragedy of the empty stage. But what happens when the stage becomes empty, when the lights go out, when no one is watching? Then you'll witness something devastating. A Leo without an audience is like the sun trying to shine in a universe without planets to illuminate. They remain powerful, but lose their purpose. That's why so many Leos choose careers linked to art, leadership, entertainment. It's not professional vanity. It's existential necessity. Now I want you to do an exercise with me. If you know a Leo, think of them now. Can you imagine this person being completely invisible at a party? Can you imagine them going unnoticed in a meeting? Probably not, right? And if you are a Leo, answer me honestly. Can you imagine yourself living a totally anonymous life without any kind of recognition or spotlight? Comment stage if you understood this cosmic need to shine. Comment spotlight if you felt this leonine energy magnetizing an environment. And Leos, comment sun if you felt this loneliness of the king that I just described. But if you found this leonine need to always be performing intense, prepare yourselves, because the fourth reason will reveal something even deeper and more disturbing. Because behind all this need to shine, to perform, to be admired, there's an invisible armor, a protection that Leos have built over millennia of cosmic evolution. I'm talking about pride, but not just any pride. I'm talking about pride that functions as an energetic shield against forces that try to destroy solar light. In the fourth reason, I'll reveal how Leo's vanity is actually spiritual armor, protection against the existential void that would terrify any common mortal. And when you discover the truth about leonine pride, about how it protects not just the ego, but the very cosmic essence, you'll understand that criticizing a Leo's vanity is like trying to break a warrior's armor in the middle of a dimensional battle. The question remains, are you ready to discover how leonine pride is the difference between being a solar god and being consumed by the darkness of oblivion? Now, we reach the heart of the leonine fortress. You are about to witness the creation of the most powerful and ancient armor in the Zodiac. An armor not forged in metal, but in pure energy. An armor that protects not the body, but the very cosmic essence. Thousands of years ago, when the first leonine souls descended to Earth, they brought solar light with them, but they also brought a terrible vulnerability, because carrying the sun's light in a world of shadows is dangerous. It's like being a lighthouse in a storm, attracting both worshippers and destroyers, and thus was born the golden armor of leonine pride. Prepare yourselves, because what you're about to discover will forever change how you see the apparent leonine arrogance. Fourth reason revealed. Leo's vanity is their protection against the void. Pride is the armor that prevents the cosmos from devouring their light. Now, the most shocking revelation of all, the invisible armor. Leonine pride isn't a flaw. It's advanced spiritual technology. It's a protection system developed over cosmic ages to preserve solar essence in hostile territories. Do you think Leos are proud out of ego? Wrong. They are proud for dimensional survival, the terror of existential void. Do you want to know a Leo's greatest fear? It's not physical death. It's oblivion. It's irrelevance. It's becoming invisible in a universe where they were born to be eternal. Leo fears rejection and invisibility more than any other sign, because for them, this isn't just emotional pain, it's cosmic annihilation. The golden breastplate. Imagine an ancestral warrior wearing armor made of solidified solar light. This armor shines so bright it blinds enemies, but also hides the vulnerable heart beating underneath. Leonine pride functions exactly like this. It's an energetic breastplate that prevents the world from wounding their deepest essence. Each majestic pose, each confident gesture, each moment of arrogance, these are plates of this armor positioning themselves for battle. The secret vulnerability. But here's the secret that few know. Underneath this golden armor, there's a heart that feels everything with solar intensity. A heart that gets hurt with the force of 1,000 suns when rejected or ignored. That's why, even when suffering, Leos maintain the posture of kings and queens. The armor cannot be removed, because without it, the very solar light they carry would be extinguished by the world's darkness. The constant battle. Every Leo lives in an invisible war, a war between staying bright and protecting themselves from forces that want to extinguish their light. Pride isn't vanity. It's cosmic war strategy. Now I want you to reflect with me. After discovering this truth about leonine armor, do you still think Leo's pride is just superficial vanity? If you know Leos, try to remember moments when you saw this armor functioning. Moments when they maintained posture even while clearly hurt. And if you are a Leo, tell me, do you recognize this armor? Do you feel this weight of always having to be strong? Comment armor if you understood this cosmic protection. Comment warrior if you've seen the vulnerability behind leonine majesty. And Leos, comment heart if you felt this solar pain that no one sees. But hold on, because we've reached the final revelation, the fifth and last reason that will explain the deepest mystery of leonine vanity. Because everything you've discovered so far, the sun as ruler, the mirror as portal, the stage as destiny, pride as armor, all of this serves a terrifying and magnificent final purpose. The fifth reason will reveal the most ancient and most haunted truth about Leo, the connection between vanity and immortality, the millennial battle between ego and eternity. You'll discover why leonine vanity isn't about the present, but about leaving a mark in time that will never be erased, a mark that defies death itself. Like the pharaoh's pyramids, like the emperor's monuments. Every Leo builds their image as a testament against oblivion. The final question is, are you ready to discover how Leo's vanity is actually a declaration of war against time, against oblivion, against mortality itself? Prepare yourselves, because the last reason isn't just about astrology. It's about the deepest nature of human existence. We have arrived at the end of the journey, at the heart of the most haunted truth in the Zodiac. Everything you've discovered so far was just preparation to face the most terrifying and most glorious reality about leonine nature. Because the fifth reason isn't about life. It's about death. It's not about the present. It's about eternity. It's not about human ego. It's about cosmic immortality. Thousands of years ago, when the first pharaohs looked at the desert and decided to build pyramids that would defy time, they didn't know they were following an ancestral leonine instinct, the instinct to transform vanity into eternity. Prepare your souls, because what you're about to discover will forever change your understanding of Uat death and the human desire to be remembered. This is the fifth and final reason, the most devastating of all. Fifth reason, final revelation. Deep down, leonine vanity is a battle against death. The ego is desperate proof that they existed. And now, the final truth that no one dares to pronounce. Leo is a fixed sign that fights impermanence with every fiber of their being. Their vanity isn't about feeling superior to others. It's about conquering death through eternal memory. Each photo, each moment of brilliance, each memorable gesture. These are monuments they build against the void of oblivion. Like pharaohs raising pyramids, Leos build their image as a testament against mortality. The secret of the pharaohs. Do you know why ancient kings built giant statues of themselves? Why they spent fortunes on monuments that would last millennia? Because they had leonine blood running through their veins. They understood a cosmic truth. If you're not remembered, you never really existed. Leonine vanity is the modern version of this ancestral obsession with eternity. Each selfie is a mini pyramid. Each moment in the spotlight is a hieroglyph carved in time. Immortality through image. That's why many Leos live seeking not just recognition in the present, but something that lasts beyond their lives, a mark in time that proves their solar light touched this world. They don't just want to be loved, they want to be remembered. They don't just want to shine, they want that brightness to echo through generations. The terror of irrelevance. A Leo's greatest fear isn't physical pain, it's dying without leaving a trace. It's the possibility that, one day, no one will remember they were here, that their solar light illuminated the world. That's why leonine vanity is so intense. It's a desperate race against time. It's the soul screaming, I exist, I matter, I deserve to be eternal. The truth about legacy. Do you want to know why Leos are so obsessed with leaving a mark? Because deep in their souls, there's an ancient wisdom that whispers, you came from the sun, and to the sun you must return. But before that, you must prove you were worth existing. Leo's vanity isn't futility. It's a declaration of war against oblivion. It's the human ego defying eternity itself. And now, see how everything connects in a perfect cosmic symphony. First reason, the sun as ruler gave them power. Second reason, the mirror as portal gave them identity. Third reason, the stage as destiny gave them purpose. Fourth reason, pride as armor gave them protection. Fifth reason, ego as proof of eternity gave them mission. Leo's vanity isn't just aesthetic, it's spiritual. It's not just psychological, it's ancestral. It's not just human, it's cosmic. It's the sun's reflection in human form. It's the desire for eternity walking among mortals. It's stellar light refusing to be extinguished. The final truth. To love a Leo is to understand that their vanity isn't futility. It's existential necessity. It's accepting that they didn't choose to carry this light. They were chosen by it. And maybe, just maybe, we all have a bit of this leonine hunger for eternity. We all want to be remembered. We all fight in our own way against oblivion. Now, after discovering these 5 hidden truths, I want to ask the definitive question. Do you believe Leo's vanity is a blessing or a curse? Is it a blessing because it connects them to cosmic forces and makes them eternal through memory? Or is it a curse because it condemns them to an infinite search for validation and recognition? I need to know what you think, because your answer might reveal hidden truths that even I haven't discovered yet. For the Leos, and for you, Leos who made it this far, did you recognize yourselves in these 5 reasons? Did you feel this connection to eternity pulsing in your chest? Comment eternal if you understood your cosmic mission. For everyone, comment revelation if this video completely changed your view of leonine vanity. And if you know Leos, tag them here. Let them discover these truths about their own solar nature. But this journey is just beginning, because if the hidden truths about Leo manage to shake your certainties, imagine what we'll discover about the other 11 signs. You think you know Scorpio? Wrong. Wait until you discover the dark secrets they hide. Think you understand Pisces? Prepare for truths that will question the very nature of reality. And Aries? Oh, Aries has secrets that will make Leo seem modest. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell, because we're just scratching the surface of astrological mysteries. Leave your like if you had the courage to face these truths about Leo. Share this video with everyone who needs to understand true leonine nature. And if you want to dive even deeper into Zodiac secrets, in upcoming videos, we'll explore the 7 secret fears of each sign, how signs behave when no one is watching, hidden connections between astrology and parallel dimensions. Remember, you didn't get here by chance. The universe conspired for you to discover these truths. Now you're part of a select circle that knows the Zodiac's deepest secrets. And so, our journey through Leo's golden empire comes to an end. But like the sun itself that never truly sets, the truths you discovered today will continue shining in your minds forever. The next time you meet a Leo, remember, you're not just looking at a vain person. You're contemplating an earthly reflection of the sun, a cosmic warrior fighting against oblivion, an ancient soul trying to prove they deserve eternity. And maybe, just maybe, you'll understand that we all carry a bit of this leonine light within us. Until the next revelation, keep shining.